Welcome to the Final Treasurer Training, Part 7. In this training, you will learn the guidelines for fundraising in the name of 4-H and the process if your club should ever disband. The Minnesota 4-H program depends on local generation of resources to support the operation of the program. Dues or fees, fundraisers, donations, and other external funding sources are each acceptable methods for funding the 4-H program. Any funds raised in the name of 4-H must be for the purpose of the 4-H Club, as outlined in the Model Minnesota 4-H Constitution, found on the 4-H website, and in accordance with the club's annual goals. The next slides are a summary of the policy and on the use of public funds, the process for selecting income generation activities, and procedures that must be followed. It is always best practice to contact the local 4-H program coordinator before conducting any income generation activities. Selecting income generation activities found on page 24. Here are a few things you need to remember. A clear goal needs to be established for why the funds are being raised. The decision to fundraise and what type of fundraiser must be decided amongst the youth. Remember, this is a youth-led organization, so they need to decide. The adults play an advisory role in the process. Decisions made must be recorded in the group secretary minutes and kept in the permanent record book. Decide who will lead the activity and be in charge of the fundraising event. And any fundraising effort needs to be an activity in which 4-H members can learn a skill, such as public relations, communication skills, bookkeeping, salesmanship, etc. A few more things that you have to keep in mind is the activity selected must abide by the federal, state, and local law, as well as the University of Minnesota 4-H policies. Disbursements of funds must be for the good of the total 4-H group and must be made through a majority vote of the members. Funds cannot be used for personal financial gain, such as pocket money for purchasing personal items, or be distributed solely based on the level of participation in a fundraiser. If your club has funds that clearly exceed 1 year operating funds, generating income through fundraising or other income sources is not advised. Income generation activities. This would be an example such as dues or fees and silent auctions. Dues and fees. This would be a small monetary due charged to club membership to defray the cost. Dues and fees should not be added without first consulting the county 4-H program coordinator. Silent auctions are approved, but you cannot sell a live animal. You may have a certificate that shows the animal, but the animal has to go directly from the hands of the person donating to the person that is purchasing. Events and food sales. If your club chooses to host an event such as a fun show, the event must have a minimum target of 40% net profit to be returned to the 4-H program after covering expenses, because remember, this is a fundraising event. Prizes awarded must be comparable or less to those received during a county fair, so it could be a ribbon, medal, or a very small premium. Jackpot shows of any kind are not allowed. All risk must be managed and all 4-H policies and rules must be followed. Food sales refers to the operation of a dining facility that will be serving food for the public. Make sure you speak to the local county food licensing division before running any type of food sale. Gambling, raffles, games of chance, and product sales. In Minnesota, an activity is considered gambling if 3 elements are present. A fee is paid, a chance to win something, or to win a prize of monetary value. Games of chance include bingo, pull tabs, raffles, a 50-50 drawing, anything like that. You must have a gaming license in order to host an event like this listed, and 4-H clubs and counties are now under the umbrella of the University of Minnesota, and they are not allowed to apply for a gaming license. There are alternatives and acceptable methods. For example, holding a drawing for a product that an individual is eligible to win, whether or not they make a purchase or bought an item to contribute, it's not considered gaming. Or accepting a donation from another organization that conducts the game of chance. So let's say that the Lions Club hosts a bingo night and they allow the 4-H program to help, but it's advertised that the money will go from the Lions Club and will be donated to the 4-H club. Product sales refers to the sale of tangible items such as candy bars, fruit sales, candle sales, anything like that. Donations, gifts, grants. Please consult your local 4-H program coordinator before accepting or applying for any items listed on the screen. Donations cannot be accepted on behalf of a specific individual. If the donor requests a 501c3, the donation or grant must go through the Minnesota 4-H Foundation. Do not accept donations of firearms, vehicles, or live animals. All fundraising must be pre-approved by the local 4-H program coordinator at least 10 days prior to the event by submitting an income generation application completed by the Minnesota 4-H volunteer. The program coordinator will review the application to ensure the fundraiser is an approved activity. On page 26 is a copy of the fundraising income transaction form. This form is used when counting income from a fundraiser. Make sure 2 people always count the money before the event starts and fill in the top half of the form. That's to ensure that the starting money is correct. When the event is over, make sure 2 people count the money at the end of the fundraiser and sign off on the form. It's always best practice to have 2 people count the money for accountability. Make sure the income is recorded on the itemized income form and recorded in the Excel checkbook ledger in the treasurer book. And finally, file this form behind the correct month in which the income came in. Finally, on page 26, the 4-H income generation follow-up report. After completing the fundraising activity, submit this completed income generation follow-up report to the Extension office within 10 business days. Keep a copy of the report in the treasurer binder behind the month in which the activity occurred. Club disbandment can be found on page 27. This is also known as dissolution. If you feel your club is struggling, the adult leader should contact the local 4-H program coordinator so your club never has to go through this process. If you work as a team with the members of the club and your program coordinator, together you can make it work, because together everyone achieves more. Congratulations! This concludes the treasurer training. Thank you for completing all 7 videos. It is our goal that you will have the skills and knowledge to be successful in your new position. Just as a reminder, please take the evaluation survey found on the 4-H website. This will help us in ways so we understand how we can improve our process and what you like about it. Finally, I would like to thank Winona County 4-H Program Coordinator Carolyn Dingfelder for all of her edits for these videos before they were published. Your time and commitment to this effort is so appreciated. If you should have any questions, please contact your local 4-H Program Coordinator. Best of luck and enjoy your time as the 4-H Club Treasurer.